Jen, a formidable special ops military sniper, finds herself entangled in a high-stakes game of vengeance and redemption. Forced to relinquish her newborn daughter, Zoe at birth to shield her from a relentless enemy, Jen goes off the grid, seeking refuge in the unforgiving wilderness. 12 years later, a cryptic letter pulls her back into the shadows, igniting a fiery determination to rescue her daughter. The film kicks off with Jen being interrogated at a secluded safe house by FBI agents William and his partner. She strikes a deal, offering information about an arms trade involving her former associates, Adrian and Hector. A risky alliance unfolds as Jen reveals her past involvement with both men and how she orchestrated their downfall. As the agents assure her safety, chaos erupts when the safe house is ambushed. Bullets rain down, claiming lives, and William is critically wounded. With her combat skills and quick thinking, Jen saves William, dragging him to safety. He's in a harrowing confrontation with Adrian, Jen's ex-lover. A fiery explosion engulfs the house, leaving Adrian scarred but alive. In the aftermath, Jen seeks refuge in a hospital where she unexpectedly gives birth to a healthy baby. The FBI, grappling with the aftermath of the attack, informs her that she must surrender custody of her newborn due to the increased danger posed by her enemies. Reluctantly, she signs away her maternal rights, enlisting William to ensure Zoe's well-being. Jen disappears into the remote wilderness of Alaska, adopting a solitary life, expertly hunting and surviving off the land. With only John, a local store owner and former comrade from Afghanistan, as her link to the outside world, she transforms into a modern-day Grizzly Adams, blending seamlessly with the rugged landscape. 12 years pass, and a letter arrives, unraveling the fragile peace she built. Learning that Zoe is in peril, Jen undertakes a perilous journey, flying incognito to Ohio in a cargo hold. As Jen races against time, facing old enemies and new challenges, driven by an unwavering maternal instinct, William enlightens Jen about an imminent threat to her daughter Zoe. At a school fair, they learn that Hector and his menacing crew are plotting to kidnap Zoe, who is now living under the care of an adoptive mother. The adversaries waste no time, launching a surprise attack during a school event. From her vantage point, Jen spots the danger, recognizing a man named Tarantula issuing commands from a suspicious van. Armed with her sniper rifle, Jen springs into action, taking out most of the assailants. However, in a shocking turn, Tarantula seizes Zoe and makes a swift escape. In a tense showdown in a garage, a man attempts to apprehend Jen, but she cleverly evades capture, utilizing a truck to facilitate her getaway. William intervenes, organizing a plan to locate Zoe. Their journey takes them to Cuba, where Hector and his gang operate. In Havana, amidst narrow side streets and daring chases, Jen and William pursue Tarantula, a gripping motorbike pursuit downstairs and a thrilling car theft through the city's maze ensue. Eventually, Jen triumphs, flipping Tarantula's vehicle and compelling him to reveal Zoe's whereabouts. As William tends to his wounds, Jen recounts her past encounter with the malevolent group in Afghanistan. Impressed by her skills, they recruited her for illegal activities. Unaware of their involvement in human trafficking, Jen exposed their sinister dealings to the FBI, initiating a dangerous game. Undeterred, Jen and William decide to infiltrate Hector's heavily guarded castle, determined to rescue Zoe, like characters in a video game. They eliminate opposition, disable the power, and storm the premises, only to realize their target is in the adjacent house. The duo presses on, discovering Zoe and ensuring her safe extraction. Reunited with Zoe, who recognizes William from her childhood, Jen sets her sights on settling the score with Hector. Confronting the twisted adversary, a deadly standoff ensues. Hector, armed and sinister, plans to end Jen's life, but with lightning reflexes, she turns the tables, eliminating the threat and bringing closure to her long-standing mission. Returning to the USA, the trio faces an unexpected twist as Zoe confronts Jen about her true identity. In a tense moment, Jen denies being Zoe's birth mother, leaving them with unresolved questions. However, driven by a maternal instinct, Jen discreetly follows Zoe, ensuring her safe journey home. Close to their destination, tragedy strikes when Adrian and his ruthless men, seeking revenge, orchestrate a deliberate collision. The collision injures both Zoe and William, and the assailant sees the opportunity to abduct Zoe. Jen, armed and determined, intervenes but is outnumbered. Tragically, they discover William's FBI affiliation and execute him. Facing a desperate move, Jen ignites leaking gas, causing a fiery explosion that allows her and Zoe to escape unnoticed before the authorities arrive. Understanding the danger of returning Zoe to her adoptive parents, Jen decides to whisk her away to Alaska, intending to teach her the skills needed for survival in the unforgiving wilderness. The isolated snowy landscape becomes their new home. Jen, accustomed to the harsh conditions, sustains them by hunting. Zoe, initially resistant to the idea of consuming game meat, briefly embraces vegetarianism, only to later join her mother in hunting after realizing the necessity for survival. Jen imparts tough love and survival skills to her daughter, shaping Zoe into an adept knife fighter and marksman. As they encounter challenges, Jen uses unconventional methods, such as using salt shells to teach Zoe the gravity of danger without causing harm. The mother-daughter dynamic becomes a complex mix of training and withholding the truth. But amidst their bonding, a wounded mother wolf becomes a symbol of the harsh realities of nature. Zoe, torn between compassion and pragmatism, learns valuable lessons from Jen about the circle of life and the survival instincts necessary for existence. The narrative takes a turn when Zoe, playing with wolf pups, gets bitten and requires medical attention. Unwittingly, she discloses her real name to a doctor, compromising their anonymity. Realizing the imminent danger, Jen seeks the help of John, asking him to hide Zoe temporarily. In a poignant moment of resolve, Jen decides to confront Adrian and the malevolent pursuers head-on, determined to end the relentless threat or sacrifice herself trying. As John spots Adrian and his menacing convoy approaching, he takes a stand with Zoe, revealing Jen's unwavering love and dedication to her daughter. With her mother's affection laid bare, Zoe discovers a trove of photos chronicling her life, realizing the depth of Jen's commitment. Unearthing a heartfelt letter Jen wrote in case of her demise, Zoe seizes the moment, stealing John's truck and racing to her mother's cabin, determined to join the fight. Meanwhile, Adrian ruthlessly detonates explosives at Jen's cabin, unaware that she has outsmarted his men. In a stolen snowmobile disguised as an enemy, Jen learns of Zoe's peril and heads to intercept Adrian's pursuers. Zoe, in a tense confrontation, fends off attackers with her knife, showcasing the skills she acquired under her mother's tutelage. The mother-daughter duo orchestrates a daring escape on the snowmobile, with Zoe driving and Jen eliminating pursuers. Seeking refuge in a hunting blind, they use the vantage point to fend off Adrian's men, turning the tide of the pursuit. Adrian, relentless and vengeful, traps them and threatens to end both Jen and what he claims is his daughter. The stage is set for a brutal confrontation as Jen descends to face him. Stripped of her gear, she engages in a fierce hand-to-hand battle with Adrian, using every ounce of strength to resist his chokehold. As the fight intensifies, Zoe, realizing the peril her mother faces, climbs down and takes a shot at Adrian. The bullet hits its mark, freeing Jen from Adrian's grasp, but not without consequences. In the aftermath, as Adrian attempts to escape with Zoe, Jen, regaining consciousness, takes aim and a final shot seals Adrian's fate. Witnessing her daughter running through the snow toward her, Jen overcomes the last obstacle. In a tearful reunion, they embrace, finally free from the clutches of danger. Jen, having fulfilled her mission, returns Zoe to her adoptive parents, receiving a heartfelt hug and declaration of love from her daughter. With the threat eliminated, Jen and Zoe, now safe, contemplate a future of reconnection. As they part ways, the bond forged in adversity remains unbroken. If you'd like to watch more movie recaps like this, please subscribe to Plot Points and turn on your notifications. Thank you for watching.